Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick flip through of my Filofax Pocket Malden in stone. So this is a planner that I got from the Facebook Marketplace, and it did come to me secondhand, and it is still in really, really good condition, considering how light of a leather it is, and I really do enjoy how small and compact it is. So I am transitioning from my Giglio medium Campagna in yellow over to my stone. And then I do also have one other planner that I might transition to from my pocket. I'm just giving it a try to see how I like it right now. I am really, really a big fan of the Giglio and the leather. It's super soft and squishy and everything that I love in a planner, setup wise and for function. But right now it was just too big for what I'm needing a planner for. So I took everything that was in here and transitioned it to my pocket. So in my pocket, it's a pretty simple setup, and it is a lot of DIY stuff and not necessarily a whole lot of purchased items in there. And I did that mainly to reflect more of my personality in the setup instead of just going for aesthetic purposes. So for my planner, I do use my Pen Gems, the Pippin, and I do use a 0.3 or 0.4 refill in it from Jet Pens. So this is a pen that I use primarily with this planner, just because the nib size works perfect for how small the inserts are. So in the front pocket, I don't have anything in this zipper pocket, and then I keep my ID here, nice, ready, and handy, and I keep my debit card, my cash card, and then my gift cards back here. So in the big pocket in the back, I do keep a coupon, some stamps, and a couple bucks in cash, and that's really all that's in there. And then in this back pocket, I do have some medical alerts, and then this pocket here, this pocket here is empty. So setup wise, this is my front cover. It's something that I put together on Adobe, and it just says I do what I want, which is definitely a motto I live by. Anybody who knows me definitely knows that's something I say a lot. This is a image that I put together in Photoshop. The line drawing itself, I believe I got off of Etsy. I can't remember exactly where it came from, but the dots and just the layout of it I created in Photoshop. So the image, the line drawing itself is not mine. I didn't create that one, but I can't remember where I got it. So and then this is a dashboard. The dividers in my pocket setup are just ones I created in Photoshop, just super simple for the needs within the planner. So I do have my calendar section, my record section, and then my notes section. So they're all just ones that I put together in Photoshop. Super simple, super clean, no big fuss to them. So this one, this first divider, the calendar one, on the back of it is a hexagon pattern that I created in Photoshop with an image from KL Plans. She does have an Etsy store, and so I will definitely tag her so you can find her, because she's got a lot of really cute images on there. And then this is my holidays insert, and so these are actually work holidays that we get paid holidays and days off for. So yeah, I just wanted to keep that handy because that is something that I always want to know and keep on hand. And then after that, I have birthdays. So these are just family birthdays, and that way I can keep track of them and remember, because I'm horrible at remembering birthdays. And then here is the cover sheet for my monthly calendar. So on here, this design came from an image I found on Pinterest. I can't find the original one, so I'm not sure who created it, but it is heavily inspired by an image I found on Pinterest. And it is usually just on a black background, and so I cut it out into a little speech bubble and put it in my planner because I really enjoy it. And it is something that I do keep in all of my planners. This die cut is from Banana Doodle Shop. This is just from an embossing label maker and then a grid paper that I created and printed out on sticker paper. So this monthly insert is from Peanuts Planner Co. And it's pretty simple. I don't get too crazy with filling it out. I just do color coding based on my needs for the month. So yeah, super simple, nothing crazy. And then on the back cover sheet, I do have a magnetic bookmark holding everything together. And then I have a die cut from Banana Doodle Shop, and then more graph paper on the back cover of the monthlies. This is a digital paper that I printed out on vellum from the Honeybee Shop. And then I have my morning routine. And this is like definitely an ideal morning routine. I don't wake up on time every day, but I do essentially do everything on this routine in order, just not based on the time that's on here. And same with my evening routine. Evening routine is usually pretty similar. So yeah, just there. And then I have another image. This one came from Unsplash, I believe. So yeah, I just printed it out on some sticker paper and then attached it to some more sticker paper. Just super simple and clean. And then next up is my weekly and daily section. So these are weeklies that I created in InDesign on my own for my own personal needs. Over here I have where you can write what week it is, and then you can write your appointments. And so the way I use this is I pre-plan my week appointments on this section, and then once the appointment is confirmed, I'll move it over to my week right here. And then I have a running to-do list and a little month overview. So this month overview, you can actually use it as a tracker as well, which I have, but I don't routinely, just because I have a bigger tracker that I reference more often, or sometimes I'll put it on the back right here. I'll create a grid and a tracker here on the grid paper that is behind my weekly. So this is a clip that is from Exo Carolyn Designs. So the little cat is from her, and then this tag is actually from a best friends set that I found at Target. And so my cat actually used to wear one that says I love my owner. Yeah, super weird, but I enjoy it. And this is just a simple vellum divider with a fox and pip sticker. And these are my dailies, and I use 2 per page, and so I'll write what day it is, day of the week, and then any appointments, and then my to-dos for that day. So this is just kind of what it looks like. So this one I was actually using a Peanuts Planner Co. one. Didn't quite work for what I wanted to use it for, and so I created my own to be in this format. So this is another image from KL Plans, and then it's laid over top of a design that I created in Photoshop. And then this is a paper from Hobby Lobby, I believe, that somebody sent me. And so this is just what the dailies look like empty. I do have the daily on one side, and then on the back side of it a grid sheet, super faint, super simple. And that's just in case I have any extra things that don't fit on this side. I can flip it over and put it on the back. And I like having it set up this way just because it just works best for me this way, to have it my weeks and then my days, and it's consistently that way. So it works. So the first section in my record section is one for my son. This die cut here is from Whimsical Cat, the Whimsical Cat, I believe. I don't know, I've had it for so long I don't remember where I got it from. But yeah, it moves from planner to planner with me because I love it. And this is a picture of my son dressed up as a veterinarian for career day during Dr. Seuss week. this year. I'm in a little space theme because we love space. And then this one is just an image I found on Unsplash. And then here is some school information, some medication information. So the way that I use this is I'll write down what medication is needed and the dosage, who prescribed it, and then the frequency. And this is something that I use for appointments. And so I'll write the appointment, any questions I have, if we need to do a follow-up appointment, and then any notes or suggestions or recommendations I'll add here as well. So that way I can have all my information super handy when we go to the doctor. Just some vellum from an image I found on Unsplash. A mood chart that I created for myself, and it goes from 0 to 10. And it just kind of helps me be consistent on how I'm rating my mood and my stress. So these are definitely like personal levels of mood and stress. Definitely recommend having one if you're tracking your mood at all. That way you can have like a consistent reference. So this is the digital paper that I created and printed on the back side of my habit tracker. So I haven't transferred over my habit tracker from my Gilio over to here yet. That's definitely on my to-do list. But usually I'll have my scale here, 0 to 10 to track my mood, sleep, stress, that type of thing. Water intake as well. Then I have my cycle that I track, and then a few other things that I track through here. And then some food lists. So I do have a couple of things that I'm wanting to keep track of and food wise, and so I have food recommendations and things here. And then my workouts, so I'll have the workout for the week and any notes, and this insert is from Peanuts Planner Co. Some more medication list, some doctor notes, so we'll skip that. This section here is my pet section, and so I have my cat Larry, his birth date, microchip, insurance number, and everything right there. Same with Harriet. So I have her date of birth, insurance policy number, and microchip number on there. The medications that she's on, frequent dosing, and all that on there. And any recommendations, appointments, or anything like that. Treatments that she's needing still, I'll make notes of here. And so she had a recent injury, so I've been kind of keeping track of that. How often she's limping, when she's limping, what leg she's limping on. That way I need to know if I need to take her back in and do some more extensive diagnostics. Just definitely a good idea to track those types of things. Just because she can't tell me when she hurts, so I have to pay attention to that for myself. And then I have my dog Tiny. She has her own little section here, and so it lists out all of her medications. And so this is just a brief overview of how all the medications get written in. So it has the name, the dosage, and the frequency here. So she is quite an older lady, so she does have quite a few medications that she's on routinely, so I like to keep them listed in there in case dosages change. And then this section is for my lizard Beans. He's pretty happy, healthy right now, so nothing there for him. And then this note section, this is an image from Unsplash, and then a sticker from See Amy Draw. And then, so this here is cardstock that I just kind of created a little hidden divider in here. And so you can open it up pretty easily. You can lift this up and it opens up, and it'll show a list of my passwords and private information in there. And that way it doesn't just like fall open, where it can be easily seen when I'm out and about. And so this is my meal planner. I write down our main dishes, and so I myself am trying to be more plant-based just for health reasons and personal preference. So I'll write down our main meal, and then a plant-based option for myself on the side that I can easily transition and use ingredients that we're already using in the main dish. So it's super handy. And so once we eat or make whatever dishes on here, I'll just check it off, and so that way we know that those products in our pantry and fridge have been used already. And then on the back is room to write a grocery list. This particular grocery list was a bit out of control just because we bought a few extra things, so it didn't fit on here. So I do use my notepad on my phone a lot for meal planning and grocery shopping. So that's where usually I put my meal plan, grocery shopping and finances and whatnot. Just a vellum page that I created. And then here is just a bunch of extra note pages. I have blank note pages, to-do lists, some graph pages. Yeah, just whatever pages that I notice myself reaching for or wanting to use a lot. I'll have a bunch of extras here, so that way I can move them throughout the rest of my planner. So like if I want some for my weeklies, like I have extra to-dos, I'll add them here. Or if I have notes that I need to take for myself, my pets, or my son, I'll add them there. But yeah, it's a pretty small setup, pretty simple, not a whole lot going on in there. And it is to the point. Like, it is very to the point on what I have in here and what I don't have in here, and what I'm willing to add and what I'm not willing to add. So like an example is my financial section is completely gone. Like, I don't keep my finances in here at all anymore, just because I do it all online. And so for that, I use the monthly calendar and a Google spreadsheet. So Google is my go-to for financial planning. So I don't need to carry it here because it's all super easy and accessible on my phone. So yeah, that is my super easy, simple, and small setup for my pocket. I hope you guys liked it, and if you have any questions on where I found anything, just let me know.